Welcome to another edition of Me Out Futarians, and I know you've been waiting and you've been expecting this. On today's edition, we're going to be interviewing the best graduating students of Class 22 of the Federal of Technology, Akure. And I hope that you have grabbed your jotters, have grabbed your notes, and your listening ears, please, so you can get all the things they know, like their recipes, their secrets that and they brought them to this particular stage. Of course, I mean your humble host. I'm not humble, but yeah, I mean your host, Semiloore. And we'll be right back.
Shebi, na this country all of us dey. And if we're being factual, it's starting to look like Pharaoh and the Egyptian Pro Max at this point. If national grid is not falling and behaving like a sickle cell every day, bank app will stop you from spending your own money. I'm frustrated. And I know you are too. For some of us, social media is where we come and laugh our hearts out, because imagine say we don't have a catch cruise for this country. And for some, it's where they make a living. But what do we do now that cost of living wants to kill the living? Network providers are increasing their tariff every 5 AK market day, but that's where the wallet comes in. We have a number of sweet awoof on our app right now. The Olori Oko Bam Bam MTN 15 gig for 7 days for 2,300. It's as low as 118 naira. You can buy 500 MB worth of data from the wallet. 3 gig weekly data for 720 naira. 4 gig monthly for 1,220 naira. Glow Awoo 15 gig for 7 days for 2,450 naira. 500 MB for 1 month for 180 naira. Ladies and gentlemen, men I may not know, but D-Wallet Awoo data, I know. And if I were you, I would do with this information what is necessary. Bye.
Hi, please introduce yourself to the house.
Okay, good morning everyone. I am Faromika Ifeoluwa Faith, the best graduating student of Class of 2022, Federal University of Technology, Akure.
You started with show off, and I'm the best graduating student. You deserve the show off, by the way, Sha. You end it. So my first question is, how do you feel? I mean, I think you said it's maybe like 3,000, 4,000 students, and you emerged best graduating student. That is a huge feat, because 3,000 people is a lot of people, and you came out best. How do you feel? Was that always your intention from the beginning when you entered FUTA? Like, okay, I'm going to be the best.
Well, not really. It wasn't my intention at all from the beginning to be the best student.
It just happened.
Yeah. Okay. To start with, when I first entered school, what I wanted to do initially was to be like the best version of myself, like the best version I could be. So I started striving for like excellence from the very beginning, and that motivated me to attend lectures, like complete all my assignments and tutorials, and get like very good grades from the very beginning, and that gave me a solid foundation to start with.
Wow. And
right from then on, I've been striving for that excellence until I eventually made as one of the best graduating students.
Some of us are striving for excellence, but we know what we have. So yeah, I just want to ask, because from the beginning, you did big FUTA when you when you would jump the big FUTA.
Yes, I actually did big FUTA from the beginning.
You see, we've had some a lot of interviews in Reelmage over the years, asking people big FUTA. This is actually an amazing school. I agree, by the way, Shabu. That's amazing. So, my next question is that, I mean, we all know the usual recipe for reading. Oh, you do this, you read, attend classes, 7 hours reading, sleep. We all know the gist. So, for you, was there anything else that stood out for you? Like, okay, for me, as I strive to become my better self, as I strive to get good grades and be excellent at anything I did, there was one thing that stood out for me.
Well, I really would say that as I like to read in such a way that what I'm reading resonates with my thinking ability. And what I mean by that is that I try to relate what I read with practical, real-world things around me. So I try to relate what I'm reading, I try to relate it with how it applies to real-world applications. So its significance to real-world applications. And I think that was one of the things that helped me perform well academically.
All right, I don't know what worked for you. I mean, was it jotting? Was it cramming? Was it group reading? Was it lone reading? Was it early morning reading, afternoon reading, night class? Yes. I mean, everything worked for you?
Yes, I would say I actually did most of those things. Yes, I actually did most of these things. I did night classes. I did early morning readings. I also did I did cram in some instances. I had to cram, but mostly I read to like understand actually what I was reading and how to apply it like to the significance of what I'm reading to practical real world cases. And I think that's what has helped me really too. And mostly I also, when I read, after I read for exams, mostly I put like all my efforts in God's hands. Actually, I put it in God's hands that God should crown all my efforts with success, so that I actually, what I've read can actually come out. I can actually come out, like the effort I've put in can actually come out. And I think that's what really helped me along the way.
All right, so apart from being the best graduating student, I know you use a lot. Apart from being that, what other things do you have on your portfolio? Like, I mean, maybe like skills, extracurricular activities, or all you do is reading?
Not really. I also have some extra skills. Like, along the way, I learned Python programming actually from 200 level. Yes.
You and your other BGS, you also learned Python?
Yes.
Wow.
I learned Python programming, and I also learned a bunch of some other stuff like software development, like web development, and also machine learning, and a little bit of IoT.
So all of that did not take away your time for your reading or affect your studies in any way?
No. What I do is like most related to what I'm doing. So I find some ways to like
interconnect your studies and what you are doing.
Exactly. Wow. I try to interrelate both of them together.
People do this word though. So like, yeah, I just want to ask, tell us something interesting about you.
Okay, one thing that is interesting about me is that I like to prioritize like important things actually before, like as most important before my other essential things like other activities. And most important things like I do is actually I do engage in religious activities as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. So we engage in preaching activities, like preaching of the goodness. Yes. So aside that, I also engage in other religious activities like Bible study and along the way. So I think that's one of the unique things about me.
So apart from being a BGS, you're a BST. Wow.
A BST.
Bible study teacher.
Yes. I am a Bible study teacher. Yes. In one way or the other, I'm a Bible study teacher.
Wow, that's I'm a Bible study teacher too. So yeah, that's amazing. I hope you don't get offended. You are single, right?
Yes, of course.
Oh, let me say,
yes,
as if you want to
I am single.
All right, love you with you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm single.
Why you act as if you want to think first? Like, am I single? Yes, I am. So yeah, we have like a few questions from the FUTA community students. We have 3 questions for you. So Gbemi is asking that if you could go back to 100 level, what would you have done differently?
Okay, if I go back to 100 level, actually that is a tough question, but I try to think of it. But mostly what I would try to do is like, I would like to socialize and connect with people more along the way. And I think that would have also
really helped you.
Yes, really helped me a lot. So that was one thing I would have done differently.
Yeah, advice to incoming students.
Yes, since one has to continue improving in life.
Yes.
And continue developing oneself. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Fumilola is asking that what was your first year like and how many hours do you study per day?
Okay, yes. My first year was actually really stressful. Yes, it was really stressful because adapting to the new
environment.
Yes, and the schedule, it was actually really stressful. But thanks to God, I was able to manage my time wisely and schedule it effectively so that I could balance all my activities together. So, but my first year was all about like getting a solid foundation. Like, so I could remember my first year, I tried to really focus on
just
getting good. Not really just my books actually, because I did some other things, but like that first year was like, it was like a beginning. So I wanted to like actually, yes, exactly. And all round. So I tried to do my best. Like I could remember attending tutorials, a lot of tutorials, a lot of night classes. I also did some extra reading as well. And I really barely had time for games or sports.
I just want to ask, like, if you went back to 100 level, would you still do that? Like, not have time for anything apart from the things you want to do?
To be honest,
I choose that.
I would still choose that probably, but I would like want to extend, like do more in terms of socializing, in terms of interacting with people more, so that, and I think that would have really helped me along the way as well.
I think that makes sense. And Stephen is asking that, is there any secret or advice that you have for the ones coming after you?
The advice I would like to give is that one should try to be himself and not to like copy other people's style. And what I mean by that is that like you have your own unique style and unique way of doing things, like reading, for instance. So you should try to follow that pattern and do what is best for you. Let me put it that way, to do what is like best for you. You find your own unique pattern of reading and follow that pattern. And then alongside that, you have to also ask for God to bless your effort as well. And also we like to also like balance with other activities as well, like your spirituality is very important, and your socializing too, your interaction with other people, very important too as well. So that's like the advice I would give. That's
nice. I mean, I've taken my own advice to them. This make I go older. So yeah, actually we've come to the end of the interview. So I just have one more question for you.
Okay.
That, I mean, you're already serving back.
Yes, I am. Yes.
That's amazing. Let's have that for you. What's next?
Okay, what's next? Yes, that's a really good question. Concerning what next, I've thought of so many things. Like I have several ideas on my mind concerning what's next, but I think it's best to actually commit all my plans to God. And because the reason for that being that He has been the one that has channeled like my path from the beginning till now. And I believe that He knows what's the next step for me to take. So I think I would like to commit all my plans from now on to Him.
Thank you very much, Ife.
Thank you very much.
It was nice to have you.
It was really nice. Thank you for having me.
No. You deserve it. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing what you guys are doing. I mean, imagine telling someone, "Oh, I did not plan to be the BGS. I just wanted to have good grades," and your good grades ended up being the best. Wow, that's really nice. So I hope you have the best in future endeavors, and I hope that God continues to help you.
Thank you. Yeah,
so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Shebi, na this country all of us dey. And if we're being factual, it's starting to look like Pharaoh and the Egyptian Pro Max at this point. If national grade is not falling and behaving like a sickle cell every day, bank app will stop you from spending your own money. I'm frustrated. And I know you are too. For some of us, social media is where we come and laugh our hearts out, because imagine say we don't have a catch cruise for this country. And for some, it's where they make a living. But what do we do now that cost of living wants to kill the living? Network providers are increasing their tariff every 5AK market day, but that's where the wallet comes in. We have a number of sweet awoof on our app right now. The Olori Oko Bam Bam MTN 15 gig for 7 days for 2,300. This has
I hope you guys have gotten a lot of 1 and 2s and 3s and 4s from their stories, their BGS stories. And if you want to sit down in that seat, I think you should follow their footsteps. Read, put your part into God's hands. The association matters. Be informed so that you not be deformed. But yeah, basically. And once again, to the class 22, class 23, congratulations on your graduation. We hope you guys have the best going forward. We hope that God continues to prosper and flourish your paths. And yeah, of course, see you guys soon. I am me. I am still me. I'm Semiloore. Bye.